Good morning. Okay, so crazy enough, I am bailing to the PCT. Look at this weather. That's not including the storm that's happening today, tomorrow, and the next day, and then like projected still rain, but then the sun does come out, but after all this bad weather, the conditions still won't be ideal. The rivers in Maine will be even more flooded. It could be dangerous for me to be out there alone. There's still rain on the forecast, even after the next few days of a big storm. So, after thinking through like all the options, like maybe I flip north into upper Maine where the storm isn't as bad, and I hike north, hit Tag Katahdin, then hike south, and then finish the rest of the AT. Like, I have trail angels and friends that are willing to help me make that sort of a plan happen, but honestly, it's like I don't want to just endure New Hampshire and Maine, like the rest of New Hampshire and Maine. I want to enjoy it. And I think the likelihood of me enjoying it will go up if I come back and hike this later in the season. Because right now the conditions, I mean, honestly, I would feel so restless having 3 days of a zero, because realistically that's like what maybe 2 days, 2 full days, and then 1 miserable day where it could all, and then continuing to hike. And then all the conditions are just so wet, so cold, so unknown. So yeah, because even when I was on Franconia the other day, it felt like reading the conditions from below, like before I hiked up Franconia Ridge, I was like, oh, like this seems fine, like it'll probably be fine. But climbing up there with the ice and the trees and the wind and the ice coming down, and then it getting like cold enough where I was so wet, even though it said like, it wasn't supposed to rain. It was just supposed to like mist. Well, the mist still got me drenched, and then it was still really cold where it felt like, am I getting too cold to for this to be safe? And there were a few times where I was like considering bailing, or like thinking like, do I need to bail? Luckily, the second part of the day I think went better. And then getting to Garfield Ridge Shelter, like calling it early, went fine, like was a good thing, and it wasn't as traumatic as when I did it in 2023 because there wasn't ice on the trail. So I'm trying to rush talking about this because I actually have to pack up. My shuttle's going to be here in like 10 minutes. I just had breakfast downstairs while I was like calling around for a shuttle to see, so basically there's a trail angel named Carrie in Lincoln, and she lives in Massachusetts, and she's going to give me a ride to Boston to get my flight, which leaves at 4 p.m. today. But I really need to wash my clothes, and the AMC Center at Crawford Notch does not have a laundry. So I had to figure out a shuttle to Lincoln, so that way she's not driving an extra 2 hours on top of the 3 hours to get to, or like a couple hours to get to the airport. So I found a shuttle. He's on his way. I'm gonna have like 10 minutes to like throw all my stuff together, but I wanted to update you guys because it feels crazy. It was a tough decision. Like, I don't want to just bail because it's hard, like especially the cost of days of traveling, getting all the way to the PCT, coming back, like that adds up financially, number one. And then number two, it also adds up in like time off trail, off of hiking. And so it was not an easy decision. Like, I feel committed, to finishing the AT. And I also feel committed to doing this in such a way that is in alignment with like a little bit more ease, a little bit less suffering. Like, I signed up for a really, really challenging thing, right? So I know there's going to be suffering, but I also feel like that there's room to take the path that feels the most fun. And so right now, I think the path that feels the most fun, I hope, is getting on the PCT. And then I'll get through the desert, hopefully, and then I could come back if the conditions in the Sierra are still really snowy and they'll still be slow going. I could come back and finish up the trail in a few weeks when it will be, I know I'm going to face bug season wherever I go. Bug season is the next thing that is coming up. That is no fun. But yeah, So, or I can come back here after I finish the whole PCT and hit this in September right before I get on the CDT. So it feels like so crazy, and I was really thinking the whole AT, like, I'm gonna get lucky, like all the snow is melted, and it is true, like a lot of the snow has melted up high. But now it's all coming back and or a lot of rain and a lot of wetness and precipitation. So yeah, that's the plan right now. So hopefully I get packed up quick enough. Okay, I just got to Carrie's condo. She ran to her car to get me some sweats to wear as loaner clothes because I'm going to wash everything. I'm going to wash all my clothes, but I pretty much yard saled all of my stuff out here. I'm so thankful for her help. And look at this cupcake. I'm going to eat it right now that she brought me. Yay. Yum. Okay, everybody. I am going, look at all these clothes. This is how much clothes I've been carrying around. I can't even believe it, honestly. I mean, it's including all the clothes I wear on my body, which are pretty thick right now, but I don't have a whole lot of time. Carrie's gonna take me to the airport very, very soon, but I wanted to make this video really quick to show you what am I sending home from switching from the AT to the PCT. So let's just go. So I washed everything, every single piece of clothing that I have, I washed just now, washed and dried. And Carrie's going to do me a huge favor and send things home for me. And then I can send them back to myself when I come back on the AT / when I get back into colder weather. So I'm headed to the PCT desert. So it's going to be like 80s to much hotter in the day, and then like maybe 40s at night. So really I shouldn't need too much cold weather compared to like what I've needed here. So I have these beautiful Arc'teryx puffy pants, and I have loved sleeping in these. So I need to find a little bag. I'm definitely sending these home. I'm putting everything that I'm sending into this bag for the mailbox. And also, I did bring microspikes. John and Kathy let me borrow these and some thicker gloves. So I'm sending these back to John and Kathy. And then the rest is going home. Like, I have microspikes at home, but I wasn't sure if I didn't actually end up needing them at all. Oh, here's the bag. So I didn't end up using the microspikes, but it was nice to bring them out just in case, because I definitely used them in 2023 when I was going down Garfield Ridge. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so these puffy pants go in this little bag. Honestly, I hadn't even washed them yet because I've only been wearing them at night. And I will put the clothes that I'm keeping, I'll put off to the side. So I'm keeping this pair of Arc'teryx shorts and my puffy jacket. This is really light, so I still need a warm layer. Maybe it will be too much mostly, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. So, okay, my beanie, my new beanie, keeping that. My rain gear. Okay, so pretty much I'm gonna focus on the things I'm not bringing so I can leave them all in here. This is kind of convoluted. I'm not gonna I'm sending home these hiking pants. I tried on, when I went to REI the other day, I tried on every single pair of hiking pants in the store, and none of them fit my body well. They all just felt uncomfortable. So I either hike in men's pants or these pants, and they're really expensive. So, or hiking leggings. I really like hiking leggings. So those are what I recommend. But now I'm just probably talking too much. I'm talking too much. We need to go a little bit faster. So I'm sending home the hiking pants because they're too thick for the desert. I'm sending home this mid layer, which honestly, this mid layer, it's like the Cinchi's 90 thickness. This might be enough for the desert, and I might not even need the puffy, but I'm just gonna take the puffy. I'm I'm gonna keep my base layers that are very thin, so those are my pajamas, top and bottom. My hiking shirt, keeping that. I'm keeping this bandana, keeping this tiny bandana for my stove. Oh, actually, I might send that home. So I'm keeping these socks to sleep in, keeping my rain gear. Oh, I'm actually torn on keeping this hat. So this is the hat that Kathy and John got me. So this hat might be enough, and I might not need the green one, but the green one's thicker, so I'm not sure. Keeping my sports bra. Tempted to just hike in these because they're thinner than my Arc'teryx shorts, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Arc'teryx shorts for now and send these home. Okay. So the other thing I have a ton of is underwear. I bought extra underwear when I was nervous about the poison ivy. So I'm gonna send some underwear home. This is the other glove of Kathy and John's I'm sending. I'm also sending home my stove and my pot. So I'm headed into cold soaking, kind of revamping my routine, and then I'm pretty sure that's it for what I'm sending home. So I'm gonna end this here for now, and I'll take you to the airport later. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, but there's patterns. Whoa. Okay, everybody, that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you tune in tomorrow. And I also want to say a huge thank you to my virtual trail angels who are supporting me over on Venmo, and all the trail angels that I've seen in person and who have reached out. All your friendly comments mean so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.